Hey, Moon Magic Super Souls. Today we are asking for an immediate message for you from Spirit. I'm also going to check in on the coming week. These are readings I post every Sunday, and it really is a sort of touch base with your Spirit team for the coming week. What do you need to know now? And how is the week progressing? Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. If you are returning, thank you so much for being a part of the Moon Magic community, the Moon Magic family. And welcome to anyone new. Wonderful to have you join us and check out my readings today. We have 3 cards to choose from. I'm going to draw a rune and a charm as well for those of you that like that extra. But let's have a look at the cards first. So for pile 1. Pile 1, your card is Cain. Life Force Energy. So this is for pile 1. For pile 2, we have Dryad, Protect Your Energy. This is for pile 2. And pile 3, we have Thoth, Divine Masculine. This is for pile 3. Let's check out your runes and your charm. What do we have today? Okay, just one rune. We have Kano, the rune of openings. This is for pile 1. And your charm. Let's see what we have. You have a star. It's a Venus star. A 5-pointed Venus star sitting with Kano, the rune of openings. Okay, let's put that down here for you so you can still see that to focus on. I'll put these little counters down because it makes it easier for you to see the charms. Okay, let's draw a charm and a rune for next, for pile 2. Okay, you have the rune of strength, Uruz. So this is for pile 2. And oh, there's your charm. It's literally come out of the bag. You have a dolphin. That is so beautiful. So pile 2, you have a dolphin. And you have the rune of strength, Uruz. Lastly, pile 3. Actually, pile 3 has got 2 coming through. 2 runes. You have Othilla. This is the rune of inheritance, gain, separation sometimes. And we also have the rune of movement. Very interesting energy. This is Awaz. Okay. These are exciting. These are exciting readings. I am really mega excited to see where these are going. At the time of doing these readings, they're timeless readings. So whenever you come to a pick a card reading like this, you can tune into it. I always think if you're drawn to it, it's the right reading for you. But at the time of doing this, you know, we really are experiencing some very profound energy astrologically. So I am very excited to see how these readings unfold. You know, what do you need to know right now and how is your week going to pan out? Look at this. We have more kind of energy of the oceans here. We have a whale's tail. Okay. So wonderful Moon Magic Super Souls. I am going to leave the video running for just a few moments longer for anyone that needs a bit more time. This is the time to really just trust your intuition, and if you feel that you are drawn to more than one card, or more than one pile, or more than one rune, more than one charm, you know, just trust your intuition. Sometimes more than one reading will speak to you. And yeah, I'll leave the video running for a little bit longer. Press the pause button if you need even longer. And you can always check out the readings on the homepage. There are various playlists that I've been setting up so that you can actually find a reading whenever you need to. That will help you answer perhaps specific questions as well as getting immediate guidance. Beautiful souls, tons of love. I will see you soon. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's ask for an immediate message from Spirit for you. Let's draw your oracle cards first. There is a message coming through from this card already, but I want to kind of see what oracle cards come through before I dive straight into that. Let's check out and see what we are drawing for you. Saying this and this. Curiously, I feel there's a third one, and I think it is this one for you. Okay. Now, beautiful souls, if there is anything that you are, any of these cards that you're really drawn to, I always put them in the description box, so you can always check them out if you wish to. I know a lot of you avidly collect cards, as I do myself. You know, they are amazing, and some of them we do just so strongly connect with, don't we? I'm seeing this one for you, and actually also this one. Okay, let us check out your oracle cards. So we have accept what is. The art of acceptance will bring peace. We have you are worthy. You are worth it. You are worth it all, my love, it says, actually. How beautiful. You are worth it all. We have the card of prayer. We have the card of dissipating, and we have the card of expansion. This feels really, really exciting. Let me move these up here, actually. I think we're going to get these in just about. I might need to move things along a little bit. Here we go. I think so. Excellent. Yes. Oh, this is really, really exciting. That it's like there's a moment in time around you to do something here. The doing something is looking after you. Cain, I called it Cain, but I think it's actually pronounced Kane. I think that's right. This is a Hawaiian god. I think I am right in that. I think it is Kane. Some of you guys will know. Let me know in the comments if you do. It's so helpful with pronunciations. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your knowledge and wisdom and sharing it here. I think it is Kane. Kane is able to... it brings pure water. And this card literally encourages you to look after your physical body, to drink more water, to cleanse, to be pure. Now, Venus, the Venus star, is all about love and purity. Kano is a rune of openings. It's like a new dawn. Now, what I'm seeing here already, before we even look at these cards, we'll come to these in a moment. What I'm seeing here is an opportunity that is not to be missed with dissipating. This is a moment in time when you can seize something. It's like you can utilize the energy that is around you. Now, I'm seeing that there has been something going on that has been either a little bit tricky or a little bit sticky, or just something that isn't okay. Or this could also be referring to something that is immediately around you, or something even generally. You know, I know actually if you turn on the news, it's not always exactly exciting and invigorating. Sometimes it can be pretty negative. So there's a need to accept the things that you can't change. Just accept that some stuff is how it is. It's like, don't take it personally. That's what I'm really hearing here. Don't take stuff personally. Don't carry it. Because there is an opportunity around you right now. It's like a moment in time, and it's really worthy of seizing it. You know, it's like there's an energy around you where you can really basically expand. And I think it's kind of like an answer to your prayers. And I don't think you have to sort of travel to find it. I think it is really, it's almost as though this is the energy that is around you personally right now is bringing an opportunity for you to expand, or for something you're doing to expand, or for something you're manifesting to expand, to come into form. But for you to really use the energy, you're needing to hold quite a high and pure vibration. Or I mean, I say that for you to really use it, for you to use it at its absolute best. And it's fair comment to say that I think if we are manifesting and we're trying to live consciously, I think we know that we need to keep a high vibration. This is how we manifest at our best anyway. But sometimes, you know, the incoming energy, perhaps the astrological incoming energy, the planetary alignments, Sometimes they are really promoting for you a pocket or a window of time when something quite extraordinary energetically is around you and you can seize the moment and use it. And at other times, of course, your high vibration will always make a difference. But it's kind of like there can be a quickening, a speeding up, an expansion of something. And your spirit team here are literally saying to you that the higher your energy, the more pure your energy, the more you hold yourself with confidence and belief. You know, you are worth it all, my love, this card says. It's not even just you are worth it, it's you are worth it all. So you can have something can expand for you. And now is a moment when you can really seize this moment. You absolutely can seize it simply by, it's like you can enhance your capacity to make this happen. I think it will happen possibly anyway because it's expanding. But it is interesting because dissipating is a card that says you need to seize the moment. So it could be if you were to sit back, be a bit complacent, not really look after yourself, you could miss a moment in time when something is primed to deliver for you, or the universe is set up to where the energy is perfect for you. What else do we have? I mean, this is exciting. Sacred Falcon shows the way. And then we have Hold On To Me and Play With Me. Wow. This feels like something in your world could seriously take off. I mean, like seriously take off. It's like, hold on to me. You know, you could just be flying, and the Sacred Falcon shows the way. This really is for me reinforcing the message that's here already. And Play With Me, I think, is also about keeping your energy really light, keeping things fun, keeping things, you know, being able to laugh at stuff, accept stuff. If you're not happy with something or you feel overwhelmed by something, you know, laugh about it. You know, try. I know that's easier said than done, and I'm not negating anything that might be tricky or difficult going on around you. But, you know, sometimes we do just have to acknowledge that we can't actually fundamentally change something. It's out of our control. In which case, don't be carrying it, because you have an opportunity to seriously expand here. So don't carry anything with you that might hold you back. I'm going to draw your cards. I mean, your message is really clear. This is the immediate message. It is literally keep your energy clean. Hold that high vibration. There is a window of opportunity around you. It's now. This is an immediate message. It's now. And actually for you, the window of opportunity is like an energetic opening. It's a portal, which, to be fair, at the time of doing these readings, we are kind of in one. I did some readings a couple of days ago with an energy update. If you're watching this as I've uploaded this and you haven't yet checked that out, you might want to. So let's draw your tarot cards. Let's ask about the week ahead for you, because your message is very clear, actually. You know, seize the moment. Okay, this is interesting. You have Seven of Swords. Just going to let these come. Let's see what we're showing. I'm seeing this one, and this one, and that one, and these two. Ooh, there are two. I think we will go with both of those. Okay, we have. So, Seven of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the World. We have Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Moon. Okay. Right. I think we're being shown a bit of timing here actually as well. It does feel like there's divine timing around you anyway, simply because there is this window of opportunity. However, this is really showing me something as well, because at the time of doing these readings, we've just passed a new moon. I think this window of opportunity is around you for expansion for approximately 2 weeks. Perhaps slightly less than 2 weeks, but I think there is literally a time when you can, something you are doing or something you want to manifest, or just your manifestations generally, or your life, or your ability to overcome things. I think you have a 2-week window when the energy is absolutely 1,000% aligned for you, literally. You can kind of be on top of the world here. I love this. Look at this whole kind of family, 10 of Pentacles sitting under a piñata. It's magnificent. And look at you, Queen of Pentacles. I think that whatever the tricky situation or the sticky situation or the stuff that kind of bothers you with the Seven of Swords, the stuff that maybe has even made you falter, I think you are literally, you're turning a corner, you're overcoming it. And what we see this week as the energy, I think this is an indication of timing, but let's look at the overall energy for the week. Firstly, I think this is telling us what you have been going through. There's been stuff that has really, really become, it's almost like a burden. It's like it's been really hard work trying to navigate it. You have really, really, really worked so hard to achieve where you are now with something, whether that's a personal situation and you are having, you've had to really work hard to sort of stay on course, whether it's a working situation, whether you just feel completely overwhelmed by, you could be in a situation, I don't know where you are in the world, where stuff is going on around you, literally we there is conflict, there's challenge, and I think whatever has been going on, you have managed to stay on track in spite of it. I think there have been times when honestly you felt like just driving away from it. Seriously, just getting in your car and going for it. It's like, let's just take to the road and leave it all behind. But actually, you have managed to stay on course, and your team, your spirit team, are seriously giving you, I feel like they are bigging you up, really bigging you up. It's like, way to go. You are amazing, way to go. Now, it's time to start looking after yourself here. I always think with the Queen of Pentacles, she is the Queen of self-care. And now that now in this window of opportunity here, there's an opportunity right in front of you to expand. It is really important for you to look after you, really look after your physical well-being. Look after your body, look after your appearance. I mean, I don't mean in a sort of a ego-y way, but just genuinely, like just really look after you. This is the time to do this, because this is almost like the way to expand most successfully is to make sure that your energy is absolutely primed for you to then be able to kind of to move things forwards. If your energy is primed and right, then the universe is going to show you. We have Sacred Falcon shows the way. The universe will show you signs, signals. The steps will be laid out for you, literally. And even things that feel like a hurdle, you'll just step over them with absolute ease. Yeah, this is a time when energy is available for you, so use it. That's ultimately what your reading is saying. Now, this week, I think you really can start to see genuine expansion and genuine success coming to you in some endeavour. Something that has been tricky for you, I think you're going to see success, you're going to see it open up. Literally, you can sort of, something of a conflict or a difficulty or a challenge will reach a conclusion with the world. And the challenges, if there are any left, they will be minor. I'm seeing you literally just walk over, challenges and difficulties. You've kind of sorted this, or it has been sorted. You may even find that events have taken place externally that seem to, when things just fall into place. and it feels like you can breeze it. I think that's really where you are. There is still work to be done, but this is a time to be proactive. Very proactive, in fact, with the Eight of Pentacles. Don't stop now. Keep going, because now the energy is primed for things. If you've been trying to work at something and it's felt like the energy has been almost like every time you take a step forward, it's like, what's that saying? 2 steps forward, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, or something like that. And you just feel like you're standing still, even though you're working. This is all about expansion and moving things forwards. And I think you can do so really, really easily. Yeah, literally, this is something you're doing is going to accelerate. And I think it will accelerate, particularly as we build towards the full moon. Now, if you're coming to this in a month's time, 3 months' time, 6 months' time, whenever the next full moon is, check it out, look it up, look up the timings. And whenever that is, look at the time scale between where you are now and to the full moon. Because when we build to a full moon, starting with a new moon, which, as I said, at the time of these readings was a couple of days ago, we're starting, the new moon is a starting point, like the Ace of Wands, and the energy is building. So the lunar energy is supporting us in actually accelerating. If you're trying to slow down during the waxing crescent moon, the waxing moon, when the moon starts with the new moon, we have the waxing crescent, the first quarter, then the waxing gibbous. But the waxing moon is getting bigger and the energy is expanding. So if you're trying to really slow down, it can be really difficult. It can feel like you're out of sync with the natural energy of the moon, and therefore some of the natural incoming planetary influences. On the other hand, when the moon is waning, that's the time we want to be steady and then gradually start to reflect inwardly a bit more. But this is a time for you to expand. And whenever you are watching this reading, from now and it's like there's going to be a build-up with like a crescendo. A point when you think, wow, here I am, I got here. How did I even get here? You'll probably look at yourself and think, how did I achieve that? Because the energy is so primed for you to embrace it and run with it and go with it. So this is a week to really grab something with both horns, go for it. But really, really keep your energy high, pure, drink lots of water. Little tip actually with water, I voiced this in a reading not long ago. I have a pack of cards. Obviously, I have lots of packs of cards. I'm very grateful. I love my cards. I have a pack of cards by, I think the name is, I hope this is right, Isuro Emoto. But he was the Japanese scientist who looked at the way that water crystals respond, the way that water responds to certain words and language. And so he noticed that if he exposed water to words like peace and love, when they froze the water, the crystals, the ice crystals, were just stunningly beautiful. But when they exposed water to words like hate or violence, when they froze it, the ice crystals actually look like mold. It's remarkable. Google it, check it out on YouTube. There are videos, water crystal experiments. Very, very interesting. We are 75% water. There's a lot of energy flying around at the moment that can be quite challenging. So keep yourself clean, pure. Drink lots of water. And this is what I was going to say, my little tip for the day is I shuffle my cards, my water crystal cards, and whatever card comes out, I have a water container that I use to drink water each day from, and it sits in that water container. It's portable. I can carry it with me if I go out. And I sit that water on top of that card of the day. So, whatever card today I drew happiness. Yesterday I had peace of mind, but that energy, my water, is being affected by the influence of that word. And that, you don't have to have the cards. You can write something if there's something you really want, like like peace of mind or clarity or, I don't know, happiness, excitement, whatever you want. Write those words on a bit of paper and put your water on it. If you have a water container that you carry around with you, and then drink that water because you're absorbing that energy. And we are 75% water or more. So beautiful souls. Yeah, my little tip for the day, but I have found it's quite remarkable. And you feel the energy of that water when you take it in and the energy that comes with that language. So Pile 1, this is your reading. This is an amazing week for you. Something can really expand and take off. It is a pocket of time. I'm not suggesting that things won't continue to expand, but there really is a pocket of time when everything is aligned for you. And this is literally saying, don't, seize the moment, don't miss it. Keep your energy clean, pure, high, because this will help you. And I'm seeing very quickly, you achieving a great deal and really the way being illuminated for you. So yeah, seize the moment. This looks to be an amazing week when you can genuinely expand, or something can expand. You can use this energy in a very powerful and positive way in your manifestations. So Pile 1, this is your reading. Thank you for joining me. I hope this has been a helpful reading and resonating with you. If it's not, I guess you could always check out another reading. But if it is, I hope it's the right reading and found you at the right time. I kind of trust that that's what happens. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much, all of you who are subscribed. It really does help the channel. So thank you for subscribing, for liking, and also letting people know about the channel. If you've enjoyed the reading, do introduce other people to the Moon Magic family here. It is wonderful to reach so many people, and for me, it's part of my calling. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, me, and the readings, and for supporting one another. Particularly, I notice in the comments that you do that. You guys are amazing. So, beautiful souls, tons of love, and I will see you again for another reading really soon. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let me just check that camera is focusing properly for you. Welcome to your reading. You have Dryad, protect your energy. Dryads are tree nymphs, and it said they are born with a tree. They are the spirit of the tree. I'm very interested in this with strength as well. And this beautiful dolphin. I wonder if you need to come up for air at the moment in some way, shape or form. Let's check out. You have 4 from this pack. Okay. Let's check out your oracle cards first. Now we're asking for an immediate message from Spirit, from Source. And then we are going to check out the week ahead as well. See what's happening, if there's anything that you need to know. Let's have a look at your oracle cards. Okay, beautiful Pile 2. We have, it's okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on the truth. You can do hard things. It is not as impossible as it feels. Okay, you have grief. You have despondence. Oh, goodness me, you have complacency. You have service. Okay. Right. You also have, let me see, how can I move these cards around? Oh, this is a this is really exciting. Okay, this is wonderful. Okay, I was looking at these and thinking, gosh, you've been through a hard time. Let me move these down. I'm going to put them over here, and I'm going to move these cards up here. Okay, there is something very exciting that I think is going to emerge this week. Let me move these cards along. And let's see what we can show you. Okay, yeah, something is going to be overcome or move along this week in a really big way. Gosh, I'm struggling to work out how to place these cards, which is unusual. I don't normally struggle to work all these things out. It kind of falls into place. I wonder if you are feeling like something hasn't fallen into place. Right, let's just put these here. So we have grief. We have despondence. We have complacency. I think you have and possibly still are. You are experiencing something that has been really quite hard work, to put it mildly. Something that's made you feel quite unhappy. It's thrown your perspective of the world. It's possibly lowered your. I think it's lowered your energy to the point where, when you are, I mean, it's like when you are in grief, if you are in a state of, some of you I think are in a state of shock, if I'm truly honest. And I'm so, so sorry that that's where you are at. But I do feel that there is an element of, gosh, a shock, a kind of, how did that happen? Or, if somebody has treated you badly, it's like, where did that come from? It's like, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe anybody would say or do that. Or it's something, life has thrown you a curveball. You didn't see it coming, I don't think, in all honesty. Although if you are genuinely in bereavement, you may have known it was due. But I mean, that's a sort of a slightly different energy. But for some of you, you could be grieving, and it could be very raw and very real for you right now. Or something could have happened that's opened up a kind of an area of grief within you. But this has a feeling of something opening up a wound, or something that's caused you to feel wounded. And it's now. And if this is not resonating with you, this may not be the right reading for you, beautiful souls. You might want to check a different one out. There's a very distinct energy here. I am so, so sorry that this has happened. I feel that it's knocked you for six to the point where you feel like not motivated. Because we don't, do we? It's a really normal human thing. I'm going to put my therapy hat on here a little bit, beautiful souls. If you're new to the channel, that was my mainstream career. I was a counsellor, accredited counsellor for a long, long time. Now, if I put my therapy hat on, I can genuinely tell you when you are in the immediate throes of something like grief or something that's happened. For me, this is a shock. This is what happens. We go into shock. If someone does something or something happens that feels so out of our control, we go into shock. And it lowers our vibration, because what's actually happening is that you are both, like literally as a complete human being, emotionally, in your physical body as well, you're trying to process that energy. It's like somebody's thrown something at you. Grief is a very physical experience. We literally feel it in many ways when we lose someone. Do you know the most huge orb? I have to voice this. It won't be on the camera because it was just sort of a point over there, literally to one side of this. Around the Dryad, just passing past the Dryad, but out of camera. Huge orb just moved past, which I feel is really important. I think it's taking us to this card, because this is about protection. I'm going to read you from the book in a minute as well, because this book actually has like a little ceremony in it, which is about regrounding yourself and bringing protection around you. When we experience something that shocks us, life throws us a curveball, someone behaves badly, something rocks your world, we lose someone, any of these things, we are raw. We are raw, we lose energy because we don't have the, basically our whole system is having to process the impact of this. So we don't have our normal levels of energy, okay? Look at this, even with this card in service. I think this has a different meaning. And with these cards, I think it sits with these cards. But look how this person is needing to recover. And even here we have people from the other side. Yes, some of you may have experienced a loss. This is part of it. But even if somebody has thrown you a curveball or something happened, that's a loss. Because if somebody, life throws you a curveball, it changes something. So the way that something was kind of almost needs to be grieved for if we were really badly let down or disappointed or hurt. I think you need to recover. Okay, that's what this card is about. It can sit over here by Dryad. I'm now going to read you from the book, which I have here. got it out when I got out the cards this morning. Let me find Dryad. Here we go, Dryad. Okay, so I'll move from that bit. Let me just read this here. It says, okay. Imagine yourself inside the aura of a beautiful tree. And indeed, if you are able to go and sit with a beautiful tree, do so. Ask the tree first, of course. This could be other, and then it says, ask to be cleared of all energetic toxicity or invisible baggage that isn't yours. Okay, right, that's made me think of another thing we can do with this as well. So ask to be cleared of all energetic toxicity or invisible baggage that isn't yours. This could be other people's emotions, thoughts, and personal soul lessons that you've unconsciously absorbed. To complete the clearing process, visualize a layer of protective light surrounding your body. Finally, consult the tree's spirit wisdom. Ask if there is any message it wants to share with you. Give thanks to the tree. Your aura is refreshed and sealed with Dryad's protection. And what I would say, if there's any message it wants to share with you, you will either experience that or you'll find that signs and signals will be given to you following this ceremony. Okay, and this is interesting because this is about your recovery, picking yourself up from whatever has happened and caused you to feel the way you feel right now. And this is leading me to these cards, which are exciting. That's all I can say, right? And we'll draw cards in a moment to find out about and more about the week ahead for you and what's happening here. Because this is a ticket. It's a golden ticket. This is like winning the lottery. This is a ticket out of somewhere. It's a ticket to somewhere. The slave dances into freedom. This is liberation from something that has been really challenging, really toxic, really hurtful, really difficult, really harmful for you. Like the dolphin. Dolphins are the most amazingly, I want to say, liberated spirits. You only have to look at a dolphin swimming in the natural world and they are full of joy. I feel like you need to come up for breath. This card also invites you to step away from technology. Put your phone down. Don't carry it around with you. Turn the sound off. Pick up messages once a day or twice a day if you have to. But don't keep tuning into the energy of others. Protect yourself. Step away from the world. We have a card, it's okay to be misunderstood. You can do hard things. It may be that you really are on the brunt of somebody else's judgment, but you're picking up on their stuff, their energy. Now, these cards are fabulous. This is about doing stuff. This is telling you what you can do to assist your process of process, almost your process of processing. Look after you. Do some ceremonies to support you. And I had thought of another one, so I'll show you that as well in just one moment. Now, the slave dances into freedom suggests there's going to be a shift in the energy. The little one rises suggests, look at her looking behind her. You'll be able to put this behind you. The snow shepherdess also says that the impossible is possible. Okay, so even if you feel like you're not going to be able to pick yourself up and recover from this, you are. You can do hard things. It is not as impossible as it may feel. So if there is something you have to attend to, I think you're going to attend to it and you will not find it as difficult as you think you're going to. This will not be as difficult as you believe. However, right now, primary message is look after yourself in some way. So I'm just going to give you another example of something of an exercise you can use, which is to take something like a bowl or a cup or anything like that, a container, and walk around. If you can go outside, that's fantastic. If you're walking through woodland, you can go outside, pick up pieces of twigs or leaves or walk around and just pick up lots of things, and likewise in your home you can walk around and you can fill your cup, your container with all sorts of bits and bobs and objects. For me it would probably be crystals and stones. I have tons of those, but I also have all sorts of things around the house. So just fill your cup. Then come back and sit down and get really still and really centered. And look at your cup, your pot full of objects, and I'd like you to pick up each one of these objects, and I'd like you to think of something that is going on in your world at the moment that bothers you or troubles you, and look at it, think about it, and then decide whether or not it belongs to you or it's someone else's stuff. Is it your responsibility? Should you be carrying it? If it's your responsibility, put it on one pile, and if it's not, put it on the other. And then go through your container of all these things, and every time you take out an object, think of another thing that bothers you, upsets you, pisses you off, or something you're having to carry. Is it your responsibility? Is it someone else's stuff? If it is your responsibility, put it in your pile. If it's not, put it in the other. And I can almost guarantee that by the time you have finished, the pile that is actually yours is probably going to be quite small, and the pile that isn't yours is going to be quite big. Now, this reading also tells me that you are an empath. You are somebody who absorbs the emotions of others. You're like a sponge. So you are absorbing energy all the time. If you go through your bowl of stuff, you may even want to identify it with a feeling. I feel like there's some heaviness or something's bothering me, but I can't put my finger on it. Well, in that case, you've absorbed something that isn't yours. So it won't go in this pile, it'll go in that one. So associate it with the feeling, put it down. Eventually you will end up with a small collection of things that are genuinely yours to carry, in which case you can sit down and think about what you want to do about them. And indeed you can ask for help and assistance in doing so. Offer that prayer to the world. But yeah, those are the kind of things that I think you could do to really help yourself here. When you are able to start to shift your energy and get a bit more grounded, what I do see here is a real turnaround. Because this is an opportunity, something gifted to you. Literally, it could be a ticket to something. A letter could arrive. A communication. The golden ticket. And you are going to be able to put this behind you. And something that you thought you wouldn't get through, you will get through. You'll sail through it. Literally, you'll sail through this. And with grace. We have a swan here. This is going to transform in a way that is so unimaginably easy for you. And I know it probably doesn't feel like that right now at all, but I think you will. So let's draw your tarot cards. Get some more information, and we'll draw cards for the week as well. So Spirit, may we please have any further information, let's say, about this energy here, first of all. It's this one. And now let's ask about the week ahead as well, please. Could we have guidance and information about the week ahead, please, for my pile twos? See this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, let's put these to one side. We'll come to those in a moment. Let's look at these first. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords, right, that figures completely. So what we're seeing here is this will be an end to something that... The Three of Swords is very much about heartbreak. But, and it's a lovely but this time. It's a very big word, isn't it? But the Three of Swords actually is an energy where something breaks open and you can move forwards. So you can start to heal. So we see a healing energy coming in here. We have the Magician. So something is going to be pulled out of the hat, come out of the bag. If you are feeling really hemmed in by something, beautiful souls, like really, really despondent, something is going to happen that changes your perspective or shows you that something will be possible. Literally, something's going to be pulled out of the bag. It feels very, almost, yeah, like magic, as if by magic. Just when you thought, how do I deal with that? Just as if by magic, something is pulled out of the hat. Something comes out of the bag, literally. Ace of Wands. So it creates a new starting point here. Yes, something, whatever your circumstances and whatever your situation, and you're feeling like, I'm never going to get through this, something is coming along to assist you with this. It could come through a communication. It could be that you literally are given something. A letter could arrive, like a check in the post, something unexpected. But I think it is unexpected, genuinely. It's like a twist of fate going on here. And look at this. We then have, so this week, as we're looking at the cards for your week, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. I love this with the glitter ball on this person's head. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Moon. The Moon came out in pile 1. If you were drawn to pile 1, there may be a message for you because it came out as a last card. So in exactly the same position. So lovely souls. I think this is going to break open. Something is, so it may even be that something is revealed to you with the Two of Swords. Something that you can't currently see comes to your awareness. A piece of information, knowledge, communication. Something's illuminated. You're shown something. Yeah, I think you are given a piece of very, very, very interesting either information or news, or indeed something that really enables you to take hold of this situation and move forwards. Because we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, it could be resources coming to you that you can then invest in something. This could also be energy that comes to you. But the energy comes, I think, because of this gift. This occurrence, this something being handed to you, literally. And I do think it changes your perspective completely. So whereas you have felt almost like blindfolded to something, you just, how do I ever move this forwards? This is stuck and it ain't going anywhere kind of thing. Something comes in that enables you to take an action this week. Literally, you can take action and choose. It brings back choice into your world. I'm going to draw some more cards. I want to follow through with this a little bit more. You can do something that is in your best interests. That's what's coming through here. That's what I feel. You will have something, you will have resources, energy, something available to you that means you can, whereas you felt blindsided before and as if you could not move it forwards, you are now in a position of authority, of your own agency in some way, as in, and it's not your own. I don't feel this is a taking dynamic action kind of necessarily, but more that you can choose to invest your energy where it's needed in you. Perhaps your energy has been so dissipated by others recently because you are so absorbent. And indeed, people can take advantage of that. Right, look at this. We have the Devil. You can put something behind you or someone behind you. This is cutting cords. If you have been feeling quite tangled in something and it's been really, really draining, but you also haven't felt as though you could leave it, something comes to you that enables you to cut those cords and leave. Now, whether that's financial resources, whether it's money, whether it's health you pick up, or your energy changes and, suddenly, therefore, you have the energy to move forwards. But something is distinctly changing this week from a position here. Some of you have really felt hemmed in by something, as if you really couldn't take action, and now you can. You can now move something forwards. You choose where you invest your energy now. You can move forwards with clarity as well with this full moon. Very distinct clarity. What else do we have as this week unfolds? We have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. I mean, wowza. Gosh, if any of you have been struggling, I'm going to come back to financially, health-wise, things have been really on the edge. Wow, this is a turnaround. We're seeing an absolute turnaround this week. Whatever you thought was impossible will be made possible. I think this is income coming in. If you're, if money's been an issue for you, it turns around. Could be something quite unexpected. Wow. I mean, really, wow. This is a turnaround, and it really is a radical turnaround. And I'm so pleased because the energy that you started with here, I will be honest, I was thinking, gosh, this is concerning. Like, I wouldn't wish any of you to be sitting in this place. But then the moment these cards came out, I'm like, wow, this is cool. You're going to be fine. You're definitely going to be okay. I mean, the slave dances into freedom and the Snow Shepherdess, they're like my two favourite cards in this pack because they are so positive. They literally are liberating, and they tell us that like the impossible can be made possible. So this is fabulous. It really is fabulous. Wow, this is a serious turnaround for you. So whatever has been really, really eating away at you or pinning you in or stopping you from being able to, relax, let alone come up for air. This is changing. I think it's been an endurance test, literally, to be where you are with the Rune of Strength. Literally an endurance test. But wow, your energy and time that you have genuinely been putting into things has been worth it. But you're so sensitive and so absorbent. So look after you. Beautiful soul, seriously look after you. I'm sorry you've been through such a tough time. This to me looks like a week when this is absolutely turning around, and I am thrilled for you. I mean, seriously, seriously thrilled. King of Pentacles. I mean, this is abundance. This is whatever that means for you. This is good health. This is security. This is amazing. This is you in a really cool and okay place in everywhere. And look at the planets. We've got Saturn here. We can see Saturn in the sky at the moment, which is unusual. Usually Saturn is too far away, but in the way that the planets move, or we move in relation to the planets, sometimes they get closer to us and sometimes they are further away. Saturn is so close you can actually see Saturn in the sky. If you look up in the sky at night and you look for the brightest star, which will be Venus, just below Venus you'll see another star. That's Saturn at the moment, which is amazing. And apparently if you have a really good binoculars, which I don't have, I must admit, apparently you can see the rings. I'm sure people with telescopes will be looking at Saturn at the moment. How amazing. Saturn is the bringer of tough life lessons. Father Karma. I see this as showing up. It's like this is a karmic turning point for you. This is a shift in the energy. This is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, this really is a real shift. Look at the Knight of Pentacles striding forwards. This is beautiful. I'm thrilled for you, truly. Right, I'm going to stop raving about how thrilled I am and let you go and have an amazing week. And even if you are still in this place, just be very conscious, beautiful souls, that this is suggesting a significant turnaround, and I hope it is valuable and helpful to you. Beautiful souls, if this is resonating with you, do like, share, let people know about the channel. That's always really helpful. And thank you so much for subscribing, because that really helps the channel as well. Beautiful souls, tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you for another reading really soon. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's draw your oracle cards first. I think it is very fascinating that you have Othilla and the Rune of Movement. It feels like there's going to be a turning point. I'm not going to say anything until we've drawn your oracle cards. I have some kind of feelings and messages coming through already. I'm taking all 4 of these, but I just want to see what your oracle cards say first. Let's see what we are shown for my beautiful pile 3s. I'm going with all of these. Okay, let's look at your oracle cards first, and we'll draw your tarot cards. Okay, wow. Okay, release the weight of judgment, practice freedom. We have say yes. Okay, now is the time to be open and receive. Oh my goodness me, it is. We have faith. We have forgiveness. We have acceptance. We have impartiality. This is so interesting. So interesting. We have tender trust, beloved body. Wow. We have hold on to me. This came out in pile 1. If you're interested in pile 1 or you were drawn to it, then maybe a reading there for you, a message for you. We then have above you the lantern dancer, and Harvest Mother watches over me. Okay, yes, I bet Harvest Mother does watch over you. Wow. Okay, where to begin? Goodness me. Wow. So let me just sit with the flood of energy that's coming in here. So firstly, this is a point of trust. But it's trust in that fundamental trust in spirit, trust in source. You know, we're asking for an immediate message for you. And spirit is saying, trust me. Trust in source energy, trust in life, trust in yourself, trust in your spiritual beliefs. Now, for some of you, this is literally about trusting in your gifts. And this is coming up consistently in readings, actually, at the moment. People are being awakened. Some of you literally here in this beautiful Moon Magic community, you're being awakened to your gifts and you're being asked to trust them. You'll be helped. You're going to get a mentor coming in for you who will assist you in knowing how to trust, knowing how to be with what can flow through you, knowing you're learning to trust, you're learning to really own your gifts, you're learning to own who you are as a divine being, a being of light, a human being, grounded in the 3D world, but a human being of light, also connected to source, to spirit. So that is one message coming through. In a more specific way, for some of you, something has happened and you are being asked to try and view it in a way that is non-judgmental, that doesn't judge yourself and doesn't judge anyone else either. Okay? Forgiveness doesn't mean that we forget, and forgiveness doesn't mean that something someone did is okay. But forgiveness sort of allows us to say, well, do you know that belongs to you and not me, and I'm not carrying it with me, and freeing yourself, practice freedom, freeing yourself so that you are free to kind of say yes to life. This is the time to be open and receive. Now, some of you as well have an opportunity in front of you, and I'll draw more cards. Well, we'll draw your tarot cards to find out about this. There is an opportunity in front of you to move on from something. Harvest Mother watches over me. So something can come to fruition. Something can be gifted to you effectively. Now, above you, the lantern dancer. This is guided from above. Something is being given to you. An opportunity, but you kind of have got to let the past go. You've got to put the past behind you because you can't carry that baggage with you into this space of a future that is going to be all about mutually giving and receiving. If you've had relationships in the past where you've really been kind of walked all over or used as a bit of a doormat, or you've basically given far more than you received, well, you need to put that behind you. Don't get hung up on what previous people have done, because I think this is now setting the pace in a different way for something new. This is a time to really open yourself to receive. Now, for some of you, that openness and receptiveness is to your gifts. For others, it's literally to allow events and circumstances and people to come into your world to guide you, or to be, say to guide you, because this can indicate a mentor coming in, but it could be someone who mentors you in the the University of Life, where you're going to have some life experiences now that actually enable you to get over the past, to know that the world can be trusted, to know that people can be trusted. Can't trust everybody blindly, but just because you've had bad experiences, there are also good experiences out there. So someone is coming in or something is coming in, and so different messages coming through. It's a general reading. But something is to move forwards here, but something simultaneously has to be let go. I connect the whale with freedom, and also, again, spiritual guidance. Whales, we know from research, they swim the song lines. So, they are in tune with those higher vibrations, those higher vibrational messages. I think something can happen quite fast here as well. This may also be part of the message here as well for you, the immediate messages that are coming through. You might find your spiritual gifts are awakening, and they're awakening quickly to the point where it might slightly blow you away. Like if you suddenly realise that, a bit like if you suddenly became clairaudient and you'd never ever heard anything before and suddenly you start to hear things. Well, that can be a little disconcerting if you have never heard anything before and you're thinking, I sort of kind of know what that is, but, it's a bit unnerving because I haven't experienced it. Or clairvoyant, you can start to see things that you haven't seen before. But trust, this is okay. Yeah, so I think something here about release that weight of judgment. Don't assume anything as well. Sort of allow yourself to have the real experience of things. I do think something's happening fast, because Hold On To Me really does suggest a quickening, a fast expansion. So if this is your gifts, that's a really important message coming through. If someone or something, circumstances in your life are around you that require you to, things are happening fast, that, and you're thinking, I could really do with an anchor point here. Everything is happening so fast. I just want it to slow down. I want to breathe. I want it to, I just want all this to stop. Well, just the key here is for you to slow down. Try, I know that's so hard, truly, honestly, I really get it, but just try to slow down, just breathe. Whales can travel distances, great, they can go to great depths, and then they come up for air. They still have to come up for air. Really drop into stillness, do breath work, just really keep balanced here. Try to be really balanced. Try to hold a really impartial position on things. Try to be balanced if stuff is going on around you that's causing you to have a loss of faith. Practice freedom by releasing the weight of judgment. Just enable yourself to be centered in a place where you release anything that has a lower vibrational energy. It's very hard not to judge if things are going on that we feel really strongly about. And we see a lot of division in the world at the moment. But, actually, if only there were acceptance of difference. I mean, personally, I think our differences are the source of our greatest potential. We can learn, we can grow. The only challenge around difference is one person's determination to exert their way over the way of somebody else. If we all live in a place of genuine love and balanced perspective, appreciation of everyone, and a desire to understand, but without any kind of, antagonistic retaliation and harm being done because people are different in some way. This is, a spiritual way of being. Trusting that even if somebody is on a very different pathway to you, that actually you will be guided, you will be shown what you need to see. We do see you being guided significantly here. Let's draw cards and ask about the week ahead. I mean, your messages are really interesting because it's at a time when we are seeing profound accelerated growth accompanied by a lot of challenge in the world at large. This really is a time when if we can hold faith and hold trust and hold the light, we are doing then something that we really can do. Rather than being drowned in fear or anxiety, which of course just feeds and fuels more fear. Fear is like any emotion. Emotions are like commodities. We can feed them, we can fuel them. We can add to that, and we don't want to give. We don't want to give our attention to stuff and our energy to stuff that we don't want. We want to give our attention to the stuff that we do want. We don't want if you don't want something to gather momentum, then don't give it your energy. But if you are fearful, you can feed and fuel it. If you're going over and over it, you can feed and fuel it. It's not easy, but I think getting still, rising above, releasing any perspectives so that you are then, operating in the light. Irrespective of anyone else, you are operating in the light, and you are the one that you have control over. Your thoughts are your own. They belong to you and no one else. Let's see what else we have here. May we ask about, well, let's get some more information first of all about this. Let's get some more information about this, and then we will draw cards for the week. I'm seeing this and I'm seeing that one. So that's kind of asking about now and the situation. Let's ask about the coming week for you as well. Okay, seeing that one as well. Yes, I knew there was more. Here we are. We'll put these to one side for a moment. Okay, let's see what we have here about the current situation. Where are you at? Okay, goodness me, now these are really powerful. Talk about, clarity. Right, draw the line here. Ace of Wands. Literally draw the line on something here. Now, this could be your thinking patterns. This could be an actual circumstance. It could be an inner attitude or a belief system, but draw the line around something. Anything that's negative, draw the line around it. You have the Devil and the Death card. This is cut cords from stuff, whether it's your thoughts, a circumstance, a situation. There's something you need to let go of here, literally. I think you're overthinking it. You're in it. You're energetically in it, and it's not helping you. Thoth, the divine masculine, is also connected to Mercury, the winged messenger of the gods. Depending on which culture you look at this energy of the divine masculine in. We see Thoth showing up in Egyptian mythology, in Greek mythology, but Hermes, who is also the card of Mercury, the winged messenger of the gods, and that is also identified in the Magician card in the tarot. It's all the same energy. It's all the same kind of energy embodied in human form. You're being asked here to embody the energy that you wish to. This is a real be the change you want to see in the world. Embody the energy of what you desire. Use your spiritual gifts to be centered in the higher vibration. Cut cords with anything that no longer serves you. Thinking wise, doing wise, being wise. I mean, the Devil and Death card together, phenomenal. Draw a line. Look at this, literally. Draw a line. You can't erase the past. But you know what? You can rewrite the future. By just being centered, now is the point of power. Now is when we rewrite the future. And we do that through our thoughts, through our words, our deeds, and our actions. And if what we are thinking is fueling our fears, then we're actually we're creating a future that we don't want rather than one that we do. I know that's easier said than done, but this is an area that science has delved into. I have to say, I think over the next few years, we are going to be shown so much scientifically that will illuminate, to be honest, the power that we truly have, but the power that we don't know that we have. I think that's part of our spiritual awakening. Okay, so let's look at the week. We have the Ten of Wands. I'm seeing you quite overloaded, but I'm also seeing you, gosh, feeling very fired up and passionate about this. We have the Eight of Swords, we have the Empress, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so the way I see this week is for you, my beautiful souls, I think right now you are genuinely feeling pretty overloaded by something. It's in your head, it's in your mind, it's yeah, but actually your reading is suggesting you need to draw a line. This has really fired you up. So this is about using your energy with the Knight of Wands. Use your power, use your passion to move something forwards, to put it behind you, rather than to be hemmed in by it. This really is about noticing where you invest your thoughts and where you invest your time and where you invest your energy. More energy than time, in all honesty. We have the Empress. This is asking you to invest your energy in birthing what you want to see rather than what you don't want to see. When we think of the Knight of Wands as, this is a fast-moving card. Fast-moving energy of fire, of passion. Well, fire and passion in their highest form can cause us to take action, to step up, to stand up for what we believe in, but, in a really honourable way. Whereas in the lowest vibration, this energy can talk about acting in a fiery, lashing out, passionate way, but in a way that, we're spilling all over the place. And the divine masculine, of course, we could say the art of this energy, and this is non-gender specific. It doesn't matter, how you what orientation you are, it just, this is really non-gender specific. This energy of the divine masculine is in all of us. And the divine masculine is strong, clear, level-headed, knows when to take action, does so with integrity and calm and leadership. It's really about taking charge of something, understanding from a higher perspective that there is a lot more going on here, and not being hemmed in by this, not letting your thoughts hem you in, not letting your thoughts make you reactive, but harnessing that energy to think, how can I be assertive? What can I do? And where can I best invest my time? What am I going to feed? Am I going to feed what I want, or am I feeding what I don't want? It's really clear, and I think this is the week that is surrounding you. What I see, which is wonderful as the week pans out, is that we have the Empress and the Two of Pentacles, which would suggest that you can really, along with the Ace of Wands, the Devil and Death, you can actually draw a line under something and you can put it behind you. You can start afresh. And that feels really, really positive. This is the week where you can move away from feeling like you're hemmed in, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what to go next, you just feel really persecuted, some of you, by the whole scenario. You're angry, you're frustrated. This is a time when you can shift those thinking patterns and literally move this forwards. You've got the energy, the vision to be able to do so. Yeah. Stuff is going on very fast around you. That is absolutely for sure. No wonder you're having trouble trusting, because when stuff goes on that's really fast, it does, it's unnerving, especially if stuff happens quickly and we kind of just feel like we don't know what's going on. Let's ask for a bit more information as to how this then moves forwards. May we get any further information for pile 3 on how this moves forwards, please? May we get this information about how pile 3 moves forwards, please? Any further information, please, Spirit? We have 3 of Swords, right? So this can be broken open here, which is really good. We have, this actually came out in pile 2, so if you were drawn to pile 2, there may be a message there, as did this one actually too. Queen of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups, lovely. And we have the Hanged Man. Okay. I think that this can, ties can be cut. And even though, whether it's an internal thinking pattern or an actual circumstance or person, I think you can leave something behind. Othilla is a card of inheritance, but in the way it's got an energy of inheritance and gain, and we get the gain, we get the inheritance because something has gone. It's past. It's we have to let go of it. So I think that when you let go of something and your world then starts to expand, there's opportunity to sort of literally invest your energy where you wish to be. And we've got the Three of Cups, which is a card of celebration. Absolutely lovely card of celebration. I think this week, as what we're seeing is a point of turn, a shift in the energy. And because it's then over, you can start to truly invest in where you want this to go. What I will say is that it will require a little bit of time. I don't think you're going to see necessarily immediate results, but you will see them. You will see the possibility of something. The moment you live in possibility, or you dwell in possibility, then the universe can start to actively work with you. But we have to sort of shift our thinking patterns. If you are sitting in a space where you just feel like you're just angry and cross and upset, then there isn't space for the universe to create an opening for you to move something forwards. We've kind of got to address the angry and upset bit by acknowledging how we feel in a real way, but then also kind of making a choice as to what we do now with this. The moment you're able to sort of adjust that, the energy opens, you cut those cords, and I think you see almost like a surge of energy, actually. If you're feeling very low in something, I feel you're going to see a surge in energies, but the shift is coming. You'll see openings, you'll see possibility, you'll see like a new horizon. Your energy returning to be able to sort of pick up and move on. But I feel this week that's what you're going to be seeing. This is what you're moving into. And, how that expands once you're there, we will wait and see. But what I'm seeing here is absolutely an opportunity. Don't push yourself as well. Don't give yourself a hard time. It's fair comment when you move away from something, or you're trying to put down feelings that are very justifiable because of stuff that's happened, that it's hard to remain centered in our spiritual being rather than it's hard to remain connected to our light being rather than our human being. And what we need here is both, really. And that's kind of a real art, but I think it's the art of what it really means to be a soul navigating a human experience, and this is part of the learning and part of what's happening here. You really are literally learning to be that soul navigating a human experience. Human experiences aren't always easy, but you're learning to navigate them, and that's amazing. Why don't we take a little sneaky peek into the future before we wrap up your reading, just to see, can we get a little glimpse into the future, please, of this? If pile 3 are cutting cords successfully, embracing the new. Oh, wow. 10 of Cups and Page of Cups. I mean, how amazing, because the Page of Cups is a gift. We're being offered something here. And the 10 of Cups, look at the rainbow bridge of healing. Wow. The celebration, the gathering, the party. However this is connecting to you in the context, the actual circumstances of your world. What we do see ahead, once this shifts and your anger and frustration are put down, we see absolute joy, happiness, emotional fulfillment, being in being with friends, loving every minute of it. So we've got an amazing outcome. I think overall, in a strange way, well, not strange, but almost like filtering through the actual circumstances of drawing a line under something and all these things, I do actually think this is part of your personal soul growth, to reach a point where you are one of those beings who are operating on a much higher level of consciousness, because you have one foot very firmly established in the 3D world, human world, the world of human experience, which at its best is ecstatically joyous. and the other foot in the spiritual realm, which is also ecstatically joyous, but somehow being able to pull these together. And I think your experiences are taking you on that pathway. I think that's ultimately at a real core level what this is about, but it's coming through actual circumstances. Pile 3, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you also those of you who share with friends and let people know about the channel, and thank you for subscribing. It really does make a difference. It helps the channel no end. So thank you so much for doing that. I am sending you all the love in the world, and I look forward to seeing you for another reading really, really soon.